Welcome everyone. This is devlog number 1 of my game development journey. Been out of the scene for, I don't know, like 5 years now. Been doing some web development, work in some AI in the AI space, created a couple apps, just kind of milling around, and nothing really felt like it stuck, like it wasn't the place for me. So I decided let's take another shot at this. Try game development one more time, see what we can do with it. This is a huge passion of mine. I love to know how things work. Um, Old school gamer, stream games for a good bit of time when the whole Twitch Mixer war was going on, where everybody wanted to be a content creator and a streamer. In that space, and that's about the time I picked up game development. I wanted to know like what's going on underneath the hood. Worked in Unreal Engine. I was in number 4, Unreal Engine number 4. And so I jumped right back in with Unreal Engine number 5. And right before I recorded this video, I fired up Unreal Engine because I want to do a comparison of the two engines, Unreal, and now I'm into Unity. And I guess there were some global settings that I touched when I was trying out some things on another project. And so I had a big scene, big open world scene, and it wanted to compile like 150,000 shaders. And I was like, nah, we don't have time for that. So I just pulled up a video. This is like the last post that I posted on social where we were working on some buoyancy, mainly water shaders and water effects, using a bunch of plugins. And as you can see, Unreal is extremely beautiful. Like it's magnificent, beautiful. Working on buoyancy. I later created my own buoyancy plugin that works very similar to the one that's in the water plugin. I created my own water shaders. I wanted to know how all of this works. And there's just so much packed up in Unreal that it became overwhelming. So I then decided I need to go back to the basics. And so I gave Unity a shot, and Unity is just that. They give you nothing. You have sticks, you have blocks, and you have like spears, and that's it. And you got to make a game out of it, and then hopefully afterwards dress your game up so it looks cool, and then maybe at some point you can get this level of fidelity, this level of amazing graphics. So let me show you what we got going on in Unity. Now this originally started, I just watched a remake of an old Bracky's tutorial video where you're just a square, you're collecting coins, you avoid other squares, you fall off, you game over, you crash, game over, you get to the end of the level, boom, level complete. And so I decided to snazz it up. It's now a racing game. And not only have I learned a lot about Unity with this, but I've been teaching myself. I feel like this is a good way to learn and a good way to grow. Don't just blindly follow tutorials, but any point where you're like, I think I can make that do something else, or I think I can make that look cooler, or I can make that function better, go give it a shot. Go give it a shot. And that's exactly what I did. So let's go over this real fast, just to show what I've created. So when it comes in, it's got our little start screen, little placeholder. Click on the screen, and we're at it. And it's basically, this car has the same exact collider, just a square box collider, using rigid body and kinetics. Avoid obstacles instead of collecting coins. And there's a crash screen. It's like my own game. What was super cool about this is, like I said, very simple gameplay, but it just shows how you can snazz up something very simple and give it a look and a vibe. Art choice is extremely important in a game to make a game look, and that's kind of like what I've been working on here lately. And then we won. All right, let's not go through that again. Um, like our choice is super important, but as I go through this, I'm going to make, you know, more, just trying to make more out of very little. Very simple gameplay. There's two controls, left, right, always forward move. Is almost like an endless runner. Um, Gonna work on a lot of the crash physics. This thing is built like a skeletal mesh with multiple parts. So see if we can make the car fall apart. You know, oh, you know, just push it as far as I can go with it. Make a handful of levels, release it for free. It's a great starting point to get back into the scheme of things, and you know, constantly questioning. I have a to my right, I have a whiteboard uh, with things that I want to accomplish. And as I accomplish them and learn them, mark them off, boom, 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 boom. It's almost like it's its own game document, even though this isn't won't feel like I want it to feel like a full fleshed out game, but it's going to be just so basic and so small scope. And I think that's important. Just keep pushing out. And that's why I wanted to go with Unity, and that's why I think I'm gonna stick with Unity. It's basically I can put games together, I can push them out, I can get feedback from them, and it also makes it feel like you're climbing the ladder faster. Unreal was just so, like I said, it was like jumping off in the deep end of the pool. This is the kiddie pool. I'm playing in the kiddie pool. I'm playing with blocks and spheres, you know, blocks and circles, smashing them together, making them do things. And I would love to eventually get back into Unreal and make something that looks really good and feels really good. Um, that's just that's just not, like I said, that's the deep end of the pool. It'll happen eventually. Yeah, I just wanted to give everybody an update on what was going on and what I'm doing. And this has only almost been 30 days. I've only been at this for less than a month. And I feel really good that I have something fleshed out. Like I said, not only did I feel out Unreal, I felt out Unity, like the scope of what Unity is capable of. I created my own water shader inside of a reel, which is extremely complicated. I created my own blueprint systems, which is basically their scripts for Unity, is what it is. It's just basically their, you know, their functionalities. I created a buoyancy system in there. Followed this little 2-3 video tutorial how to make a block move down a map, how to lose, how to gain points, how to win, you know, and then turn that into this. And then now we'll see how far this scope goes, or how far I can push, how I can push this. Um, yeah, hopefully the next video will be much sooner. As I get stuff complete. Once I think the next video is possibly going to be once I have the other levels in, and this looks like Phil. It will probably be the announcement of the launch of this little game, and then we'll move on to something else. I think I have a platformer planned. I learn exactly the ins and outs of platformers, top down like an RPG style, and then like a classic first person shooter. And as each of those go on and I hit those steps, I'll give updates on like where I'm at, what I've learned, and hopefully somebody can learn, you know, what I have going on and realize to take it slow, because I'm in a bunch of groups throughout Facebook and such, and I see a lot of guys getting trapped in the flashiness of Unreal. It looks really good, but it's really deep waters. And they're trying to do very simple thing with very huge, complex tools. And I think it's just smart to do this. Something like Godot, something like Unity, something like Game Maker, to just get a game together and get it out. Because you feel so much better when you have something that's playable, that's that you can share, that you can see your accomplishments versus, you know, just looking at pretty graphics with broken things. Because that's what I had. I had a huge map that was beautiful with a lot of broken components, and it's just it's not a good feeling. You feel like you keep starting over and starting over and starting over. I have yet to start this project over. I just keep pressing forward. Eventually, I'm gonna have to call it quits, and I'm gonna have to launch it. It's gonna have enough stuff that I don't need to, because I think I can scope creep with this project to the end of time. But yeah, hopefully this will be launched fairly soon. I don't know when because we're in the middle of a move, but hopefully this will be launched by the end of February, and then we'll be on to the next game, and I'll announce when that happens, announce when this game is out, announce when I'm on to my next project, and anything that I've learned that I feel will be helpful to others along the way. I'll post because that's part of this. Not only do I want to share my accomplishments, where I'm going, and kind of use this as like a journal, but also hopefully this information helps some other people out.